we're going to get into the Bitcoin chart first. Bitcoin.
Boo.
Boo. No, come on. Bitcoin leads the market. We have to do Bitcoin. Wow, Bitcoin is ripping. So this is something, maybe the start of something interesting. So the resistance, should we like lengthen that a little bit? I'm a chartist. We have to make it longer. Yeah. So we're still in the channel. I said when we hit the support that we're probably headed up for 18,600, 18,590, let's say. Depends on when it hits it. So if it breaks the 18,590, and then we have our next target. Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. Our next target is probably around over here. This trend line. No, that wouldn't make sense. We're going to make this trend line, okay?
Okay. That's expert stuff. I mean, dude, you can be charging thousands for this.
No,
Everyone
dude,
in the chat, listen up.
I'm telling you, I'm really good at TA. Like in terms of like the support, resistance, and all the patterns. I know it all. I've been watching it for 2 years. And if I actually believed it worked, I would have a trading class and I would make a trading bot, whatever, and I charge you and I teach you how to trade. But unfortunately, it doesn't work, and it's all really a bunch of BS, and you can never know. So I can't. That's why you guys have to join my Patreon, or else I don't make money. So Patreon, links in the description. If we break this, then we're headed to some resistance here at 19,841. And if we break that, then we should be hitting the price target of 23,922. But if we don't break this resistance, then we're headed back down to 16,790, and then next target is 12,277. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
We shall see. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think this is bottom of the market, but you know, that Nexo stuff that just happened, there's the Genesis stuff with Grayscale, right? Or the Gemini and Genesis, whatever. I mean, couldn't the 11K in Pray still be on the table?
Yes, it definitely is still on the table. If you had to choose which direction is it going?
Dude, I don't know.
You got to make a choice.
It's going backwards. We're about to hit a time warp, and it's going to be gnarly, dude.
So is it off this resistance or this resistance?
Maybe it hits the upper one, you know, because we just got positive inflation numbers, and everything seems to be very bullish. So I don't know. Maybe.
Yes, and by the way, who called the inflation top? Not on the day, but who said inflation was going to come down?
Furu Finance did.
Furu Finance, that's right. Furu Finance said. Furu Finance also said this in the newsletter. Sustained high levels of inflation is very difficult to maintain in a first world country. Remember that. You heard it here first. You get the alpha here. Even Richard Hart didn't say that. So I'm proud of myself. That was something that I said that most people weren't saying. And yeah, that's why I'm bullish on the 4-year cycle. But if I had to choose, I think we are going to hit the resistance here and then come back down and test the bottom of this channel. The bottom could be in, though. I'm not going to say the bottom's not in because we're getting later in the cycle. It hasn't made a lower low. Inflation's coming down. The market is definitely getting more optimistic. There are a lot of potential disasters that could bring it to 11K. But I think a lot of them. What's that?
Mount Gox.
Mount Gox, yeah.
Apparently June, July. Those are coming. Might be coming to
there's
people.
Mount Gox. And there's also DGC. I know it's already public, the debacle with the Winklevoss twins and Barry Silbert. They're
The
like
Winklevi.
the Winklevi. So he calls them the Winklevi. And if you call them the Winklevi, you can't call them Winklevi twins because that's redundant. It's just the Winklevi.
Yeah. It
Bad
almost
grammar.
sounds reading like
Huh?
you Winklevi. Sounds like an insult.
But you know what I'm saying? You can't call them. It's either the Winklevoss twins or the Winklevi, because Winklevi implies two.
Interesting.
But there is Mount Gox, and there is DGC is a big one. And
So
you
I
know
wonder
what?
what if we see like an ultimate fake out? Like we run up to like 30K or something, and then it's just and like all these people get wrecked. Just more people trading, people taking leverage, all these guys just get like another wipeout. So many people I feel like have been wiped out with Luna and Celsius and FTX. It's like just so many people get destroyed. Then we bottom, and then we go up, and I don't know.
That is
That'll be
possible.
interesting for sure.
That is possible.
I guess anything's possible, really.
Yeah, but honestly, like the Mount Gox thing is becoming the China banned Bitcoin. No, it's like Mount Gox release and it never happens, and Mount Gox release and it never happens, and it ends up just never happening. I mean, it's going to happen, but maybe it won't affect the markets as badly as everyone thinks it will. Is the Mount Gox release? That means they're just giving it to the deposit. Does that mean that they're selling it and then giving the money back, or they're just giving it to the?
I can't remember. I think it was like you could get 50% of it back or something, and that was going to happen in June or July. It was something like that. I can try to search for it. I think Hex Tangent or Eric Wall or both of them tweeted about it because I know both of them. I think both of them are involved with it.
But does that mean that
it was a while ago when I saw this?
Is Mount Gox selling it and then giving them cash back, or they're just giving them the Bitcoin?
I think they're getting the Bitcoin.
So they might not necessarily sell it. Or sell all of it.
Not necessarily, yeah. But I mean, imagine like it's been like 8 years or something. What if you're just like broke AF and you're like, I need my Mount Gox Bitcoin?
Dude, Mount Gox did them a huge favor. A huge solid, no?
That's true. Okay, so
you want to share your screen?
Let me make sure I got the right thing first. I said that a little too soon because I'm looking. Let me see this. I just looked up Mount Gox on Twitter, so I'm like sifting through a bunch of stuff I thought I saw. I mean, I guess I can share my screen. Can I? Am I able to do? Oh yeah, I am able to do that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So it looks like the deadline to select how you want to get repaid is January 10th or March 10th, 2023 now. Majority of these Bitcoin were bought in the $100 to $400 zone. Wow. Even the 16K is a good price for selling.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit suspicious about.
Okay, so distribution deadline pushed back from July 31st to September 30th. Here's the thing. It always is getting pushed back. Like they've been saying it's going to come out for years and years and years, and here it is again, like getting pushed back. So,
yeah, I think I'm more worried about Grayscale. It's kind of a gut feeling, but I don't know. Do you share that feeling?
I mean, yeah, it seems like that's pretty bad. I don't know.
And Grayscale, if I'm correct, it's like basically trying to work out some sort of deal because they owe Gemini some money. They owe a lot of people some money, and people are saying they're insolvent or something.
Yeah,
No, so
don't know.
I think for Grayscale, I feel like nobody wants them to go under. Like, I don't think the Winklevoss twins want. They're obviously heavily invested in crypto, and their business depends on crypto. I don't think it's in their interest for Grayscale to go under. It's probably going to work itself out. I mean, that's also just the way I feel. And then we could totally have all of a sudden Digital Currency Group is insolvent. You know, Barry Silbert bankrupt, and then a pull down, possible arrest. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't feel like it's going to happen. I never really felt like it was going to happen. It's kind of like a Binance thing. We're at 18,272. A strong pump today. This is like the best. I mean, it's still in the channel. Let's see if something exciting could be made out of it. I think it's possible the bottom's in, but I also think it's possible the bottom's not in. But I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the bottom being in, and I don't think Richard Hart has to be right about everything always. He's been wrong. So yeah, I guess that's really what I'm thinking. And that doesn't mean we're going straight to 68,000 and then all-time highs. It could be we go to 30 and then we go back down to the teens. I don't see all-time highs happening until 2024 or maybe late 2023, but probably Bitcoin halving is going to really bring us to all-time highs. But yeah, I guess that's enough for the Bitcoin chart.